Have you seen those job postings which say something like, are you ready to work in a very fast paced, unpredictable, high energy environment? And so you get like super pumped and you get the job and turns out the job location looks something like this. I mean, like, what the effing F? Look, nothing against this place, but come on. Did you sometimes feel like walking on the beaches of Maldives? Lakshadweep, sipping on the tropical drinks and do some actual work which can pay you in the upwards of $10,000 per month. Now, what if I tell you that this is very much possible and you can turn your life around and be like that with the help of a freelance data job? Okay, but before we get started, I might have gone a little bit overboard with the $10,000 per month figure and probably a few other things. But you see, being a freelancer gives you lots of flexibility. Once you get yourself established, you won't be bound with the geography and for that matter, a clock as well. You can get up whenever you want. So why not just give it a try? Now, if you're watching this video, then I'm guessing you are one of the three type of person. One, you already work in the data industry and want to make some side income. Two, you're not in the industry but want to get in, and while you are at it, you want to make some extra cash. And three, you're genuinely a data enthusiast. And while you don't understand the intricacies of the data industry, you want to learn. Now, no matter what your inspiration is, important thing is you are here, you are willing to take some solid actions. So let's get started. What's going on, everyone? This is Gaurav and welcome to my learning channel. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through a step-by-step process on how to crack into the world of freelancing if you're a data analyst. Now, before we get into the key actionables, we would like to double click a little bit on the term data analyst. You see, the data analyst is the umbrella term. Different organizations perceive this in a very different way. Now, here are some of the common job titles when it comes to a data analyst. So you might have heard about data analyst being a data analyst, or marketing analyst, or financial analyst, operation analyst, retail analyst, and the list sort of goes on and on. Now, as their name suggests, people in these roles are trying to analyze something. The differentiating factor here could be what are they trying to analyze and how are they analyzing it. So with this, there are so many categories that can be made. Like, I'll give you an example. For instance, someone who's really good in Python and has in-depth knowledge of the supervised learning and understand how does the financial world works could be a good financial analyst. Or someone who's really good at Excel and has an excellent eye for a detail, or someone who's really good at Tableau or Power BI and knows ins and outs of it might be a good fit for being a marketing analyst. Okay, so switching gear and coming back to the freelancing gig. So these are the 4 steps that you would have to follow. Step 1, find your passion and upskill yourself in that. And this would essentially mean that you would have to find whether you are a good financial analyst, or you're a good marketing analyst, or you're a good operation analyst, or ... You would need to figure out your area of expertise. And in case you don't know that, or you don't know anything about the data industry, I would suggest that try them all. One by one, just give it a try. Take a few courses and see how you feel. Soon enough, you will start to see your inclination towards one or the other field. See, as a part of this self-analyzing exercise, you would have to get the answer for 3 questions. Question number 1, which industry do you like the most? Are you more of a finance guy? Are you more of a banking guy? Are you more of a pharmaceutical guy? Are you more of a ... Second question, what type of a data analysis work you have the inclination towards? And third and the last question, what are different tools that you can learn and specialize in? And some of the examples are Python, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, and the list sort of goes on. Now, it's really important that you do some in-depth analysis to arrive at these answers. Now, once you have these answers, it's time to upskill yourself. Now, here's what my recommendation is. First and foremost, take courses and practice a lot. You see, courses is an excellent way to get started into any field. It will provide you the structure that you need. It will give you the step-by-step process, and it will sort of get you from point A to point B, which is exactly what you're looking for. Next step is get certification. Trust me when I say this, it's an amazing way to build credibility, especially if you don't have any technical degree. So check out the courses on Coursera, Udemy, etc. Alright, so once you have completed step 1, meaning you already know what you want to learn and have already started covering some solid ground, it's time to move on to step number 2. Step 2, make some projects. Okay, what do I mean by that when I say make some projects? You see, there are a ton of data and associated problems available on internet. So just take a look at some of the examples on this website called Kaggle. Just pick any and try to solve the given problem. Like, I'll give you an example of one of the problems that I really liked. So there is this bank who have posted their transaction data and they want you to make a fraud detection system. And for that, they have posted months worth of data. So that particular one problem is an excellent way to take a look at how does your day-to-day look like when you work as a data analyst. Now, some of the steps that you can follow while you're working on a project like this is data cleaning, data exploration, variable creation, predictive analysis, and visualization. So just think of this exercise as if a CEO of a company has reached out to you and has given you a problem. And so you have to do an amazing job to solve it end to end. So take your time, no shortcuts, go deep into the each and every step. And once you have completed each and every step, then document everything thoroughly. Are you done with your first projects? Good. Now make multiple such projects. And I mean it. You see, these are the grunt work which will help you in upcoming steps. So it's really important that you put a ton of efforts into it. As a part of our step 3, make an account on Fiverr and Upwork. Now these are two of the biggest giant when it comes to search for a freelance work. So the working model is very simple. Employers will post their job on the platform and you will apply for them. Now, as a part of the detail, you would have to provide your skill set at a quote. So for instance, if a job is posted for $200, you can bid for, let's say, $150 or $250 or $100. Now be very careful in these bids, because if you put your prices super low, your potential employer might think that you don't have the required skill set, or you might actually end up doing a whole lot of work for a tiny bit of money. So play smart. So far so good. Now I'm sure you must be thinking that when are we going to talk about the $10,000 that you just promised about? Well, hold your horses, soldiers. We will get there. Now, before we proceed, I would like to make a kind request. If you like content like this and would like to see more of these, please do like and subscribe. You have no idea how much does your like and subscribe helps me. So please click the button. Sorry, one more thing before we move towards step 4. You see, there are a ton of scams happening everywhere, and these job portals are not immune. So be very careful with your action when you are working on these job portals. Step 4, and trust me, this is the last one. Make yourself visible and stand out. You see, given the entry barrier for the freelancing job is super low, you would face a huge competition. It's a really mammoth of a task to get noticed and make a place for yourself in the freelancing world. And another big issue that you would face is a classic chicken and egg problem. See, the problem is that nobody will give you a chance given you don't have any experience, chicken, and you won't get any experience given nobody is taking chance in you, egg. Now you cannot blame your employer for this. You see, they don't owe you anything. They have a job in hand and they want the best that they can get hold of in their budget. So any sane person would perhaps do the same thing. Put yourself in their shoes and you will probably also do the same thing. So it's your job to clearly stand out away from others. But worry not, while difficult, there are a lot of things that you can do to clearly stand out. First and foremost, make yourself a credible source. Second, make yourself visible in the eyes of your potential employers. And third and last, make yourself different from the rest. Now, how do we do this? The answer is big online presence. You see, in the modern day and age, there are so many different portals which can help you share all the good work that you have done as a part of your step 1, step 2, and step 3. And you can put all of these things in front of the people who really matters. So what are you waiting for? I mean, you already have the certifications, you have the project portfolio ready as a part of, step 1, step 2, and step 3. So it's time that we share with everyone. Now, in case you're wondering, how do we do that? First and foremost, you should make an amazing LinkedIn profile and start posting all of your learning projects over there. Once you're done with that, get some web space and log all your projects. Share the link on the LinkedIn, Facebook, and all of the other social media websites wherever you waste time at. You see, another thing you could do is make small videos journaling your journey and post it on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook or wherever you feel like it. You see, everyone likes a story. People really like if you make from rags to riches. So making some content like that would definitely get you the required attention that you need from your potential employers. And last but not the least, write small articles and post it on all of the social media platforms. These articles should be related to the topics that you want to specialize in or have done some projects on. Articles are an excellent way to showcase your structured thinking and your skills. And if you do all of these things consistently, and the important word here is consistently, few other things will happen. First and foremost, you will get tremendous support from online community. Trust me, I have done this, been there, done that, and you will get a lot of support. Second, you will meet a lot of new people who will help you with some additional guidance. And third and the last, once you're a little bit far ahead in the journey, people will line up to learn from you. And trust me, that's an amazing experience. So once you start to gather the required level of traction in the social media platforms, you can showcase that as a part of your portfolio as well. How about a tagline? Python hands-on expert with more than 50 hours of study material contributed towards society. Well, I hope you got the idea. Always remember some of the guiding principles. First one, you have to sell yourself at all time via all means possible. Second, you have to showcase how you're different from and better than others. And third, you have to sell the idea that you are a trustworthy resource who will take the full ownership of the projects that has been given to you. Now keep repeating all the 4 steps again and again and again. And I promise you, success will definitely come your way. Listen, if you keep knocking on the door, eventually somebody will open. And it only gets easier once you have few projects under your belt. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you so much, and may the goddess of money be with you.